Hi everyone, Henry here with another value-packed video. In this video, I promise you, this is going to be one of the best videos you've watched around creating digital products and selling products online. I'm talking about online courses, right? So this is going to be one of the best videos you've watched. As you can see, I have everything ready for you to go. Now, I said this is going to be one of the best videos you've watched about creating online courses, especially using System.io. This is the reason why I'm saying this, because I have over 12 years of experience doing this same thing I'm about to teach you, that I've generated over 100 million naira every single year. The good thing is this: there is no gatekeeping here, because everybody can do this right now. And I'm going to be showing you step by step on how you can do this in your own business as a beginner to start it right now. Now, this is it. What we are going to be using is a game-changing tool called System.io. I'm so happy with this tool. Like, I talk about this tool every single day on all my videos, because this tool will allow us to create a course on the internet. Not only help us to create it, but to also help us to sell this particular course, market it, put automation that will make us start to make money on pilot, right? That is what this tool is all about. I will talk about this tool shortly. But now let's go into the main reason why we are doing this particular video. What are you going to be learning in this video? Apart from this particular one I'm shooting right now, going to be the overview. In this video, I'm going to be showing you three major stuff. One is how you can set up your course on System.io platform, right? That's the first step. Once you understand what I'll be talking about today, then step number two, we will market and launch this particular course on the same platform, because this platform is an only one platform that does everything for you: the creation, the marketing, and also the collecting of your money. Finally, I'm going to be showing you how to automate and scale your income as you create it on this particular platform. How cool is that? If you are with me, let me see you chat on the comment. Now let's talk about this big man here. The platform we are going to be using to do this, the all-in-one marketing platform, is a solution that allows you to do a lot: course creation, email marketing, sales funnel, automation, and a lot more. But for the sake, since this video is not all about what they do, let me tell you what you'll be getting out if you decide to use this particular platform with all its advantage. First thing is that you don't need to be a coder. There's no technical skill required in doing this. Second thing is you have a lot more affordable price if you decide to scale with this particular platform. Yes, I'm talking about System.io compared to other platforms like ClickFunnels, Go High Level. They don't even have free version. They don't even have all the things that we are going to be using to create our course right now for free. Finally, there is a built-in automation that makes everything easy for you and I to implement. And we are all going to be tapping into that in this particular video. So what do we have? Now let's talk about what we are going to be doing right here today. What do we have today? Now this is it. So let's go straight into it. What is first thing first? When it comes to creating your online course, you need to understand this thing even before we go to start talking about setup, before we're talking about promotion and all that. If you don't understand this part of the creation process, then you don't have any business making money on the internet creating and selling online courses. Right? This is not a get quick rich stuff, right? This is something you need to actually take your time and have the following information I'm about to show to you right now. The first thing is you must choose a profitable course idea. This is it. Idea is the thing here. Do you have an idea? What is your idea? Right? Do you have an idea? You must have something to sell to people. You must have something. And let me even show you how to get this done, because people will be like, okay, how do I have this idea? Let me show you. It's very simple. The first thing is you must choose a topic, right? And number one, when you are choosing a topic, choose a topic around your passion, around your expertise. That's the reason why these things are very important. You must choose a skill around this. Without this area, you will not be able to make money online. Number two, once you have this particular skill that we're talking about here, the second thing is you must do market research around your skill. Not because you have a skill that you must make money with that particular skill. You might have a skill and still not make money with this skill. So what you need to do is to perform a market research. You must check forums, right? Check social media platforms, groups, and find out what are people selling on the internet. What is trending? What are other people doing? People with your skill, people with your passion, people with your expertise, what are they selling on the internet? That is how you know what is working. If somebody is selling it, 2 people, 3 people, it simply means that it is working. So what do you need to do? You need to start to model what they are doing, so that you can now make it unique based on your own skill again, based on your own expertise, based on your passion. And another thing I will add here is your experience. Your experience is so important. Your experience says a lot, right? So third thing you need to look at here is what are they offering? These people that have same skills with you, same talent, what are they offering, right? Are they selling online course? Are they doing ebook? Are they selling coaching program? You need to literally do a competitors analysis on these guys to look for what they are offering. What are they selling to the people? Now, one way to get this done, right, is to use Google Trend. This is my go-to, number one place that I go. If I'm looking for anything at all, I always go on Google Trend and look for what is trending. What are people searching for? Once I get that, then I know what they're searching for. Then I will use Google Keyword Tools. On Google Keyword Tools, this tool will allow me see what people are searching for based on that thing that is trending, because something might be trending, but what they are searching for is different. You go and do it, you will not be able to make money selling that particular stuff, right? Once we have this step down, this particular step of finding the profitable course idea for you, then we move to step number 2. Now, what is step number 2? This is so crucial. This is what I call transformation outlining, right? These are the points where you begin to outline your transformation. What do you want people to achieve? In fact, let's go deep into it. Now, the focus here is the course you want to sell, right? Because look at it here. We are talking about outlining your course content. Because now you have the idea, you know what people are selling, you want to sell it. But you need to outline your course content in a way that it works for you and for people that are going to buy it. Now, let me explain for you. Let's say you have a course now. You want to go for a course. The first thing, you have to create the course structure, right? Put them in modules. Put them in lessons. Put them in formats. Is it going to be a video? Is it going to be a PDF? Right? Is it going to be quizzes? Remember, what we are going to be doing in this particular series, it will be like 3 video series, or perhaps just one long video. I don't know how it's going to be like at the end of this video, but let's keep it going. So you must choose. What do you want to do? Video, the format is so important. For instance, let's do an example here. If your course is about social media marketing, look at this. If you want to do a course on social media marketing, the best thing you do is to outline all the modules, right? Now, for instance, one of my modules here, it could be Instagram growth, right? A module can be Instagram growth because you are talking about social media. So under the Instagram growth, you will not have lessons about how to grow on Instagram, right? You will not have something like profiles, how to optimize your profile, how to create your Instagram content, how to run Instagram ads. This will not be the lessons, which is the content of your course, right? This will be the content of the course. And remember, the content of the course are embedded inside a module. Let me show you an example, right? This is a module here, and this is the module. The title of the module is here. Then the next thing you now have, inside of the module, you now have lessons, right? Lessons, what people are going to be learning. Each lesson with their title. Now, in every lesson, you are going to be having the content itself, right? What you are going to be teaching, each and every content. That is how it works. If you do this, if you follow this formula, you will sell courses. I told you I've been doing this over 12 years and we generate over 100 million naira every single year from this program. Some of you already know the platform. If you don't know the platform, as you keep watching my video, I always talk about my platform. So it's not something that I'm telling you, no, like we literally do this and we've been doing this for decades now. So now the next step will be target audience analysis. This is so important. This is what we talk about customer avatar. Also, this is what we talk about your target audience, right? But a lot of people don't do this before they start their business. This is one of the most important aspects of any business on the internet, because the right person will be the key to your success on the internet. The right person you are selling to. Not everybody is your customer. Some people look like they need it, but they're not the right people. They might have the problem you are solving, but they are not the right target audience. They might just be part of the entire audience, but the right target audience are different set of people entirely. Let me show you how to get these people. The first thing, how to determine who your target audience are, is to ask certain questions. You need to ask these questions, and these questions are very, very important for you to ask. The first thing is, who will benefit from my course? That is how to get your target audience. Who is going to benefit from it? Will it be somebody who is just looking for money? I want to look for money online. Or somebody who is an expert, right? Somebody who is an expert, and this particular expert is thinking about how do I monetize my talent, my skills, and my expertise. Which of them will benefit more from your course if your course is about how to create online course like the way I'm doing? You see, that is the logic you must use, because not everybody that is looking for money on the internet is your customer. So your first question will be, how can this benefit? Who will my course benefit? If my course is going to benefit somebody who has a skill already, who has an expertise, who has talent, boom, I know. If they don't have any of this, my course might not benefit them, because I need something for them to work on. So step number 2 is, what problem is my course going to be solving? For instance, my own course help you solve the problem of having a skill, expertise and talent, but don't knowing how to monetize them. That is the problem my own course solve. So you must know what your course is solving, what problem is it solving, because the solution to their problem is what people pay you for, right? The problem is what you know how to solve. The solution to their problem is what they pay you for. So you must make sure that you know the problem that you are solving for them, right? So you keep taking lists. You have to take lists of these people, right? Who my course is going to benefit. In my own case, people who have skills, talent, and expertise. What problem am I solving for them? In my own case, people who have skills, expertise, but don't know how to monetize it. Or they are monetizing it, but it's not efficient. They need to scale it. They need to grow it. I'm your guy. I'm that person that you need with over 15 years experience in the field, and I've been doing this. So this is my field. Good. That is how to look for people who will need you. Now, the third thing is, what transformation can they expect after completing the course? Many people go about creating course without outlining the transformation that the course will provide for the people who are going to be taking it. If you do this, you are just literally a scam. You are a scammer. If you have a course, you have a product that don't have a clear goal of what people will get at the end of your program, you are literally a 419. Yes, you are a scam. So you must outline this thing. It must be clear to them that this is what they will get. In my own course, my transformation statement is that after taking my course, if you have this skill, this expertise, after taking my course, you should be able to have a core digital product, right? A core digital product. That's what I called it. As a matter of fact, the name of the course is called Core Digital Product Creation. You must have a core digital product that you can start selling today at the end of the course, because the workshop and everything help you to create your own course that will be ready for the market to buy. Analysis, how to create it, all the tools, everything, the platform, the promotion, the performance, everything. I'm going to walk you through every single thing. That is what I promise. And so when you go into taking the course, you already know what to expect at the end. That at the end, you have a course, boom, that is ready for the market. That is the goal. If that is what you're looking for, boom, then I'm your guy. So that is how to structure your course. I'm just using my own self as an experience, as an example. So it depends on you. It depends on what you will do for yourself. Now, thinking about planning, we're thinking about planning an audience, right? You can see every single thing here, right? So this is the most important aspect before we go to start building. If you don't have all these three key important things, then you are not ready for business, right? You don't have your profitable course idea. You don't know how to get it. Watch this video again and follow this step that I outlined for you on how to know what exactly your idea are going to be. Then outlining of your course content. This point here in my course, I call it transformation outline. This is how you create an outline that will transform the life of the people, and you go through the process. Then you look for the people that you are going to transform their own life using this entire step. This is for free, guys. If you go through this thing, I'm telling you, you'll be able to create a course that will sell like magic. There's no gimmicks here. This is how courses are being sold on the internet. This is how to go about it, right? That's why I have course on this stuff. But guess what? I'm still giving you this thing for free to go and do it for yourself. Only where you need me is if you want me to do it for you, show you step by step with my platform, with my people, then that is when you even need my course. But as a matter of fact, with this thing, you don't even need my course. Just go and start implementing. Step number 1 for you to take is this. Go and do this assignment. This assignment right here is go and draft what your course outline is going to be. What is going to be your course outline? What solution are you going to be solving for people? Then the second most important thing is go and draft out your audience persona, right? Who are the people that you're going to be helping? You see what all the examples I make in this video, the people I'm making, I'm very clear about who I'm helping, what I'm going to give them, and what they will get. Just go and get these 3 things. If you can get these things, you are ready to start making money online. You don't even need my help. You are ready. So after this, the next thing we are going to be talking about is how do you now take all these things that you have done, right? How do we turn this particular vision that we have done, that we have created for ourselves, into a ready online course? In this video, I will walk you through every single thing you need to do. I will even create a course in your eyes so that you can see that this whole thing is not that difficult to do, right? Now, the first thing we want to do is we want to go and do a setup using Systemic.io. I will walk you through this in a second. After that, we will create a course. Right now in this video, we will create a course, the module, the lesson, a real life course. Then I will give you some tips on how you can literally do some design and some template that will make your work look so professional that people will feel stupid not to enroll in your course and not to buy from you. and some branding stuff. Then finally, we'll go to the next level. If you are with me, let's go. This is not video for people who don't have anything to offer on the internet or people who are not interested in making money. This is a video for those who are thinking about how do I make my first dollar, my first 1,000, my first $10,000 selling digital products on the internet. And most especially, if you are a coach, you're an expert, you have something to offer, I'm telling you, this is the right place to be. Because this is the right place to be. There is no gatekeeping here. I'm not gatekeeping nothing. Everything, I'm laying it bare for you guys to get it for free. You don't need to buy my course on how to do this. Even though I have a course, you don't need to buy it. If you watch this video and implement, you will learn from it. Now, let me take you to the next step so that we can go and start this whole stuff. So now step number 1 is you will click the link below on this particular video description. You will see a link of system.io. Go and sign up on the platform, right? It's an all-in-one marketing platform that anyone can use to create their own digital products, right? To create their own digital products, sales funnel, all kind of stuff that will literally help you to make money on the internet. Today, we are focusing on the big thing, which is course creation, which is the number 1 way to really make money on the internet. Now, me, I'm already signed up. I already have my account. Go and do that and join me in this practical class. So the moment you sign up, you will have this dashboard, right? You will be able to log into a dashboard. When you log into a dashboard like this, what you want to do is, sometimes it can be overwhelming, but take it slow. Let me show you what to do. See, leave everything you see. Just go to assets, right? When you go to assets, look at the asset, you will see course. Click on the course. Now, when you click on the course, it will open this particular place where you will see course. You see, I have 7 courses on this particular System.io account that I always use for my demo. Now, these 7 courses here that are totally available. These are 7 courses that I've created. For your own, it will be empty because you've not created a course. Except if you have created a course before, you will see list of your course around here. The first thing to do when you are on this interface is you will click on add new course. This is our first way of creating the course. Now, when you are in this interface where you get to create new course, listen, you need to check for the template of course that resonate with what you want. Now, you can see different colors here. You can see all sorts of templates. All of them, they are all here. All you need to do is to choose what you think looks good in your own eye. I will give you some clue. Now, you can look at the various themes. These are all beautiful templates. These are all beautiful themes. Select any one of your choice, right? But before you do that, you need to name your course. So what is the name of this course? As a matter of fact, before we get started on this video, I went ahead and I already did some work for you. I have my Google Doc document that contains the course that we are going to be creating in this particular video. And it's no other than how to start an online business, right? So ideally what you want to do is, if you really want to create an online course, listen guys, you don't just go and start creating an online course. You need to do some groundwork. Like I said in the video number 1, who your course is for everything that you want to do, plus shooting of the course and all that, you need to do all that. You have them on your Google Doc. So now you know what you are doing so that you can just come copy. Now, for instance, in my own, I just come here, I copy the title of the course I want to create, right? I already know the name of the course. I copy. The course is how to start an online business. Then I will go back to my System.io where I'm creating this particular course. Now, when I'm on my System.io account right now, look at add a new course. I come here, I just copy and paste. If you do what I'm telling you, it will be so easy for you because everything will just be copy and paste. Click on this place, choose the domain that you want the course to appear. So you have several domains here. Just choose one of the domains that you want the course to appear on. So then the next thing here is you put the URL of the course. I can just still put the same URL. But when you are using URL on System.io, System.io don't accept space and they don't accept capital letters. So everything must be small letters, and also you don't need to have space. We'll fix this. So we are done fixing this. This is our link and selecting the template we want to use. By default, this one is selected. Let's just go with it. And you go down and click save. When you click save, it will not take you into the course. It will bring you to the interface. You see, before we were having 7, now we have 8 courses here. So the one I just created is this. I can now click on it to have access to the course. This is where you will notice what I've been talking about in the other section is so important, because I said you need to break your courses into modules and lessons. And that is how almost all the platforms that you create your course on, they are always in modules and lessons. So you can see what I'm talking about here. The structure of your course is so important, into modules and lessons, so that you have the modules that you are teaching and you have the lesson. In the lesson, it contains the content, right? So let's go back Let's see how it happens practically. So here we just add modules. Now modules, when it comes to modules, just go to your Google Doc. Your main topic is the module. Say for instance now, this is my module number 1, and you have to structure everything like this step by step so that it can be easy for you when you're doing this. So our module number 1 is just introduction to online business and why it works. So we just go back. You see, copy and paste. If you fix this thing well, you will just be doing copy and paste from beginning to the end, and that is how to do it well. Now you have your module. Look at it here. It will show you place where you see lecture. This lecture is the same thing as your lessons. So we click on lessons. Now in the lessons, you have the lesson name, and don't worry about any other thing here. So we just go and copy our lesson name. Look at it here, lesson number 1. So crucial, right? We have lesson 1. We copy what we have for our audience as lesson number 1, and we take it to the name of the lecture where you have created a lecture. Depending on the platform you are using, they are all the same, right? So like this. Now you don't need to do anything. Now once you put the name, here is another place for you to make a very important choice. The choice here is on how your content will display in the lessons or the lectures. You have 1, you have 2, you have 3. Let me show you how they appear. This is the first one. The first one will appear, you have a headline like this, something like this, then you have a video inside. Then after that, you now have some content here, right? That is how the first one appear. If you choose the first one, this is the kind of template you're going to be creating your content on. Here will be your video, here will be your other content. The good thing is, if you are doing video, you don't need to be putting all this content. You can just delete all of this content, and I will show you how to do that. So that is template number 1. Template number 2 is just, we don't have video. This kind of template is like a course with a picture and information. You don't have any video attached to this. So maybe you want to have a page where people just go and download templates and all that. I don't really recommend this for a video based course. I recommend this when you are having an ebook or something, you can do this. But for a video based course, I don't recommend this particular template. Then you have the third template. The third template, you have your video, right? You have your video at the top of it. Then you have your content, your other informations. All these things, remember, you already created them already on your Google Doc. You are just copying and pasting. And that is one of the things I do in my workshop, in my core product creation secrets. That is what I do. Show people how to create all the things that they need to just come, copy and paste. So now we know all the templates that we have available. We will go with the first one that has the information and video. Then we just come here and click save. Now we have the course, we have the module, we have the lesson. Now inside of this lesson, this is like 1. You can keep adding content. This is lesson 1. Let's add another lesson to it. We just click add lecture. So are you following? That is how you create your course on System.io. People don't teach this on a normal YouTube video because they want you to pay. Remember, we create our lesson number 1. We just put the title. We have content there. We have not touched it yet. So we can go here for also create lesson number 2. That is how you put them one after the other. In fact, let me even add this with the name lesson 2. I also select the same template and I click save. That's how easy it is. Now, once you have your lessons, right? These are your lessons. Inside of your module, you have 2 lessons. Let's make it up to 3 lessons so that you can see how it looks comprehensively. So we have lesson number 3. We'll go back. So you can see the work here. This work here is just copy and paste, copy and paste. We add it to our lecture. Copy and paste, copy and paste. This will cost you $5,000 for somebody to do it for you. The entire structure, everything. So now we have everything from beginning. We have the course, we have the module 1 with the lesson inside of it. All you need to do is to keep duplicating this whole stuff. Module number 2, lesson inside of it. But there's one thing that I've not shown you, which is the content. The content itself. So let's go. You just click on your lesson. Let's say lesson number 1. I click on the lesson. It will open for me. Now I will now see the content. So now that we are inside of the lesson that we just named, here is where you now start to customize the content of your lesson. Guys, it's as easy as ABC. Everything here is customizing from beginning to the end. You are not doing, like, you are not creating, you are not coding. You don't need any technical skills. Copy and paste. So here now, all we need to do is to put the content. Now, in case we don't have too much, let's just do it. Let me show you. This is how you do it. This is how you create your course, right? Now, lesson number 1, look at it, is introduction, and look at the content. You have the overview, everything written out. You have the keywords, like the content itself, right? But I'm just, for the sake of this video, I don't want to be putting too much content since it's a demo. But guess what? I have a course. I have this exact course that I'm doing, the full course itself, and it's a course. So, and the same way. So don't think that it's that different. So this is what we have here. We just come here, double click on this place right here. Boom. Just copy and paste what I have. Boom. So I have lesson 1, introduction, right? An introduction to online business. So that's it. It's still the same thing. So inside the lesson, like I can delete this, right? So all these parts here, they are just, you can delete them. In my own case, we don't need all this. So because we already have it at the beginning. So we delete every exercise on this page. We have lesson 1. We can put our logo here. We'll talk about that later. Now you just have your lesson 1. Now here is where you put your video. Let me show you. This thing is just a YouTube video. Maybe you already put the video. Just come here. Click on this part, this canvas here, and you will see the link of this video. Just put the video link that you have created and it will pop out here. If you don't want to do this, you can actually upload your own video from scratch. See, tell me how you allow it. Look at it here. If you click here, you will see upload file. You can just upload your video. Boom, you are done with this part. Then the next part, all this content here, if you don't need them, you don't need them. Forget them, throw them away, right? Just click on all this section, delete everything here. You don't need them. And you cannot put, for instance, in our own case, we have our own content, right? We have some content we want to put. So we just click on this part here and I'll just paste the content, right? We have overview, we have all these other things that we want. So we just put content under them and we are good to go. Everything here is just click and delete, paste the content, delete, paste the content. And that is it. In most cases, you don't even need all this content. You delete everything here and just leave link to your PDF and other stuff and just have your video because it's a video course. So you don't need any of all these things. Except you have any information you want to just pass on this particular page, you can put them. Depending on what your course is, right? What you need is the title here, some key points, then the video. And that is all. With that, you click save. After clicking save, you exit this particular interface. Now, that is how to create your course on System.io. So as you can see on this our course, we have the course itself, then we have one module. If we want to add more modules, we just click here and do the same process, right? So that's how you create your course. All you need to do right now is to keep duplicating, right? Just do the same process for all your modules. This is your module. If you open it, you will see your lessons, put your lesson, choose your template, then go and put the content just the same way we did now. The same thing for all of them until you do all these courses here, right? Until you put everything, let's say this is your module, until you go through everything you have here. You do the same thing for module 2. You put the module, you have the lessons in the modules. You do the same thing for module 3. You put all the lessons in module 3 and the content. And that is all. That is how you create your course. I don't know why people make this look so difficult. See, creating course is one of the fastest way and the best way to make money on the internet. I'm telling you, because you create it once and you make money continuously. All you need to do is to be advertising it. And if I show you how to advertise, you will see that it's so easy to get people to buy your course as long as you have something that is valuable. And in my course, I'll show you how to create value that people will love. So everything just works hand in hand. So once we are done with this, we are done with creating all these things. The next thing we want to do in our course is to go to the settings. We want to customize the look and feel of how the course looks like. So you go to the settings, you will see some options on what you can add to make your course look more professional. Look at it here. Here you put your name as instructor's name. Here you choose the language of your course, right? You put the description of your course, what the course is about, who is it for. Yet you see the theme, you select, if you want to change the theme, you can change the theme. Right now we are using a different theme. Look at your picture here, put the logo of your course, put the cover of the course. This is very important, right? This is how you customize the course. Then here you have a funnel, you have a sales funnel, you have a place, like I talk about sales funnel all the time. You have a page, a landing page that when people go through it, they pay and they will have access to this course. That is where this funnel comes. I will show you more on it, right? So you can link this course to the funnel. When somebody goes to that particular page and pays, automatically they get access to this course. That is where this part is all for. Now here is where we have custom code. This is so important. I talk about custom code. You can do magic with custom code concerning your course. You can change a lot of stuff. You can do so much. That is not the scope of this video, but we'll talk about that later. Then finally, you have certification. You let people know what they are going to get. You put the logo of your certification and your signature. At the end of the course, you can issue certificate to people when they finish taking the course. This is a complete system and it's so beautiful, right? So that is how you go about doing this. So just make sure that you keep track of what I showed you in this particular session. So don't forget what we are looking at. So now we just went through the entire course setup, right? And I also show you how to create your own course. I even did a demo, and it's a video course, right? You see everything from beginning to the end, the structures of the lessons and of the modules. Now, I also showed you the tips for designing the course, right? Where I showed you the themes. I also show you where you can put logo, where you can put all the various stuff. How you can put custom URL to the course, all the basic stuff, your logo, even the color, where we can get this color, we can get it on the custom theme, and also we can also get this color, we can change the color and make it look better if we use the raw HTML part, where I say that is where you create magic. Now, this is one of the most important aspects of the course creation, the setting up of the course on the platform, then putting the course content itself. If you are following me, you will know that I talk about 4 ways to start a digital business, and it's very, very important, right? So the first thing we talk about is products. Now, this is creating of the product. From the first part of the video, we talk about creating of the product. If it's your content and all that, that is the product, right? That is your content. The content, what you teach are the products. Then the next thing is we talk about the platform. Now, the platform is what we are doing now in this session of this video. We are talking about system IO, how to upload, how to create the course structure, the modules, the lesson. This is the platform where we are using to create and to also upload our product for people to have access to. And the next part will now be the promotion phase, where we talk about how do we create landing pages, all the things that we put in order for us to sell our products. I have an assignment for you. Go and use the link below. Create a Systemic IO account if you don't have an account already. Go and create your own first module of your course, right? Create the module of your course and let me know what is the name of the course and what is the module and the lesson. Even if you don't have an idea on what to do next, just go do this stuff. Watch the first session of this video, watch this particular one, so that you can have an idea on what to create your course on. Then go and create the modules, right? And create the lesson. If you do this, I'm going to help you with some aspect of your course creation, and I will do that for free. Now, the next part now is in the promotion. Under the promotion is where we launch our course to the marketplace, right? It's where you launch your course to the marketplace. Still, we are going to be using System IO to do some of this stuff because the platform is so good for all the stuff. So we're talking about marketing and launching your own online product, right? In this case, your online course. Now, this is so important because if you truly look at it, see what we have done so far. The first thing we did was that we laid out the groundwork on how we can actually start creating our own digital product, where we talked about all the various stuff from planning your own courses, and we give all the strategies that you need to start planning your courses effectively to the point of creating something of value that people really want. And we discuss all that strategy. You can go back and watch that particular session, and that is the foundation of the whole thing. Then the second part was the part now where we now begin to talk about how do we put this course on our System IO platform without even having any technical skills to do this, to get this done. And we did that. I walk you through every single step on how to create your new course on the platform and how to upload these courses, their content using all the templates on System IO. Then finally, we discuss about how we can structure our lessons and modules. That was an exciting session. Guess what? In this particular session today, you need to sit tight, fastening your seatbelt, because I'm going to be taking you through a journey on how to actually make money, because this is where money is made. So congratulations, right? Congratulations. Now you have created your course and your course is live online. You have it on System IO platform. I hope you guys have been following up with the assignment I've been giving throughout this whole process. So now it's time for people to know about your talent, your skills, your expertise, what you have created for them to have value, for them to have a lot of value from you. So now imagine your course. Imagine the course you just created right now is filling up. People are actually saying, wow, I want the course. They are excited. They want to learn from you. People are looking and say, wow, oh, I can't wait to have access to this course. Yes, it is possible. You can make that happen. And that is what I'm going to be showing you in this particular video, because I want to show you how to go through the process that students will start saying, oh wow, when will this thing start? I want to have it. I want to immerse myself in this particular course, because they can see that you are really dishing out value. And that is exactly what I will be showing you in this particular marketing and launching of your course session. We're going to be using System IO once again to do some of this stuff. Then another thing we're going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you how to do this like a pro. Trust me, I've been doing this experience on my belt and I'm still rocking this online course creation stuff. So let us kick off right away. Boom. Now, when we go here, you will see we are going to be dividing this section into part 3. So let's go straight with the part 1. What is the part 1? Part 1 is building your online buzz before actually launching the course. This is so important, right? I call it the tease your course. Now, when you actually create your course, I noticed that a lot of people, when they create their course, they are shy of telling people that, oh, I have a course, so come and buy. Like they are not having this confidence in themselves for them to tell people about their course. Guy, don't do that. Don't you ever do that. Your expertise, your skill is your treasure. And you never know if people need it until you put it out there. That is why you are going to be sharing the sneak peek, right? Some of the processes you have been going through while you are creating this course. You are going to be sharing them on social media platforms. If you are recording videos, you are going to be putting behind the scenes on the video. And if you have testimonials already for people who have tested the course, this is the time for you to show them, right? The testimonial of people that you have been helping. Because most of the time, before we create course, we are already doing them locally and we have people who have been getting value from us. So this is an opportunity for us right now to put the information that we have been getting from them as testimonial. Then you can also use your lessons, right? The preview of your lessons. You can just show people about it, put it on your social media platform. That is one of the ways to get people start feeling thirsty to have access to your products. Now, when it comes to platform, of course, you want to be using Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and YouTube itself, right? Use this platform to your advantage because you will need them. Now, Facebook is pretty good, but I will talk to you what we will need to do when it comes to Facebook later. But when it comes to the first aspect of just teasing your course, these here are the best platform that I've seen that works so far. And the next part here is create your waitlist. This is fantastic. Now, you can use System.io to do this effectively because you can literally create your email campaign using System.io. Not only that, while you are creating your email campaign, you can also create your landing page. All right, so you can actually create your landing page for sign up where people can literally go and see what you have to offer. For instance, one of my courses, this is what I just did. I say, get your free gift right now. And they can just literally come here, sign up for free gift, right? Sign up for free gift and they can have access to the free gift. This is a sign up or an opt-in page that you can create using System.io. I have a ton of videos about this opt-in page on my YouTube channel. You can watch it to learn more about it. So then the next thing you can do when you are creating your waiting list, see, you need to remember that the goal of creating a wait list is to actually give them something for free, right? Give them free gifts. That is the entire idea of doing this. You are not creating a wait list because you want to just go and start making money or you want to start selling the course. This is the first goal. Just want to give them a free gift. And how you give them a free gift is by giving them access to your what we call a lead magnet. Now, a lead magnet is a free gift you give to them that will literally make them see that, oh, you have them in mind and you are giving them something for free. You use lead magnet to activate the law of reciprocity, right? When you give them something for free, when you ask them to buy from you, they will feel like, yes, this guy have given me something for free before. That is why I think I'm comfortable buying from him. And not only that, because they have seen that you have value in the freebie you gave to them or the checklist that you gave to them or the mini lessons you created, something that just give them that vibe of, oh, this guy is willing to give me, because people are always out there to collect. So you need to make sure that you understand this psychology of behaving around people that will make them understand you better and to also patronize you. That is why we are doing this. The goal here is not to sell, but to create rapport, to create this familiarity, and to have them ready for the time that we will need to sell something to them. Then we'll move to step number 2. Now, what is step number 2? Here is where you engage your audience. This is so important, right? So important for you to engage your audience. People are creating courses, but they don't want to be out there. See, you have to be out there. You have to be out there. You have to use things like polls. You have to use stuff like Q&A sessions where you are live, right? You can also go on a live stream, do different type of live stream to interact with people and your potential student. Because if they can't see you out there, see, they won't trust you. They won't believe you. That is why you see people, they always want to go and do these things here. This thing that I mentioned. First thing here is people like to go and do 5 days challenge where they will talk to people on the challenge for every single day for 5 days, 2 hours a day. I did this and it worked like magic. And that thing is webinar. I was doing webinar for my students who want to enroll for university degree programs on our platform. and they get to ask questions, know about the program, ask a lot of stuff. They need to see face attached to what you are selling. That is why this works a lot. TikTok also works very well. You can do IG Live or any other platform, right? These are the means that you can literally use to engage with your audience so that you can put yourself out there. If you don't do this, you are shortchanging yourself because you have something good to offer. Why not put it out there for people to see? Now, the next thing is you have to build excitement. You want people to start talking about what you have to offer. Let them start engaging with you and let them start talking about it, right? That is why you need to build excitement by highlighting the cost value, right? What you have. What are you giving out to these guys? How is it going to help them? You have to put all that. Who are you helping? You want to focus on benefits all the time. Always focus on benefit, not futures. Don't tell them about, it's 7 hours of this course. I put a lot into this. It has 255 pages. Nobody is interested in taking too much time before they can learn from you, right? People just want to get results on time, and what they care about is value. So make sure that you focus on solution-based information. Tell them about the solution you have to offer. Let them know this is so valuable. I've been doing this. Give them your credibility and let them know the major area that you're going to help them. That is what we call the pain point, right? Illustrate the pain point for them. Tell them, give them a story about how you felt, how you were able to solve your own problem with this same solution that you are now in turn creating for them to solve their own problem. Let them know. I used to struggle with learning quick, right? I had a lot of problems when it comes to learning. As a matter of fact, I failed all through my secondary school when I was learning math, right? I don't know math at all, but guess what? When I went to the high institution, I was the one teaching people math because I discovered a way to solve that particular problem. I learned it to the extent I tell everybody in school that if you don't know anything, if I teach you, you must know it, right? And because then I start telling them the story of how I learned it and how I discovered a simple way to solve it. And that is the kind of thing you need to start sharing about your program because there must be story around it. There must be something. There's always a story, but you are not paying attention. So, step number 1 done. Let's move to step number 2. What is step number 2? Wow, I'm so excited for step number 2 because this is where you now begin to go into details of certain kind of launching strategies that will literally start helping you to make money from your course. Now, let's talk about the 2 major types of strategy. The first strategy here is called the soft launch strategy. What is the soft launch strategy all about? This strategy is often about testing with a small group of people, right? Your goal here, you want to test to know that this group of people, are they interested? We call them beta testers, right? Beta testers are the first people who are testing your course, your digital products, whatever thing that you have to offer. Then from there, the goal of getting these beta testers is to get feedback, not because you really want to make profit. Sometimes you won't give them your product for very low amounts so that you can get feedback. Secondly, the second goal of using the beta testers is to get testimonials. That is why I told you, you can share your testimonials in part A, but you'll be like, how will I share my testimonial? Look at part 1. I said, you share your testimonial here. Yeah, you tease people. You have not started selling the course, but guess what? You are teasing people. How are you teasing them? Because you've already gone through the beta testing phase and you have people to share testimonials with you about the course. And when they see that it's good, you now carry that testimonial, you come to this place and you now share your testimonials with actual people who want to buy now from you. You get a check now. That is how it works. Now let's move to launch number 2. We call it the big launch. Now what happens in the big launch is that at this point here, we are promoting all the way. We are going all out on all various channels, including ads and organic, right? Including paid ads and organic. So when it comes to the big launch, we are focusing on paid ads because literally the truth is, if we want to sell our products, we can't just depend on everything organic, right? We need to go both ways and test which of the model is going to be working, which of the model works better for us. So you'll be using paid ads, right? You also use collaboration where you get influencers. We call them micro influencers. For them to talk about your products, you give them some commissions, or you even use affiliate. People who are interested in promoting your products, they don't have their own product and they have following. Then we are going to be using email marketing. We will need to use all these models, all these proven strategies of selling digital products in our big launch. Now let's go into it a little bit deeper. Now, when you are ready to launch, you must have this thing. We call it a sales funnel. You must set up a sales funnel. This is how you launch big. Without a sales funnel, you are just wasting your time, because how are you going to sell? How are you going to take them through the entire process of buying your product? So let's talk about the types of sales funnel and how to use them effectively. Number one, when it comes to sales funnel, we want to focus on this, right? We'll use System.io first of all to create a 3-step funnel. What is a 3-step funnel? Now, step number one is we want to create a landing page. That is the step number one of this 3-step funnel. What is the goal of the landing page? Is to explain the benefit of our course. This is so crucial. To give them the benefit, let them know how it's going to help them, who is going to be helping. Let me show you an example of a landing page for my product, right? See, this is a very simple product. Landing page is very simple. Unlock your unlimited creative potential. Transform expertise into generational wealth. If you go, you will see the different thing about what you can get and all that, right? This one is a bit simple, very simple one, and telling you what you need to do. Then we have another one that is a lot more elaborate. This is very long. Everything here is all about what you will get. Do you feel exhausted from daily grind, constantly trading your precious hours for little to no payment? Stuck in an endless circle of financial strain? You see, talking about the entire problem that you're having, then we keep talking about them. See, I'm educating people here on this landing page and telling them what they need to do. Talking about the pain, their pain point. The moment they resonate with this is how you get people. And this is the funnel, right? Literally, you have the ability to change your life. That is what I'm telling them here. And they'll be like, how can I change my life? And I'm telling them, turning your expertise into one CDP, right? Core digital product can change your life forever. They say, how? Then I go further to explain. You can move from someone who has these following issues here, all this problem, lack of finance, blah, 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 into someone who now have financial freedom, time freedom, global impact, sense of fulfillment, creative expression. It's easy. I keep giving them education. That is the entire goal of having this. And this is step one of the funnel. This is the landing page, right? Then let's go. Let me show you how step 2 looks like. Step 2 is the checkout. The checkout is where they go and they make payment, right? But there is the process here, not just for them to just make payment, but they need to put their information, and also you need to put things in place. For instance, when somebody go through this particular landing page, at the end of this landing page, he will see place to put his information, right? You must have already integrated all this stuff into your landing page. And with System.io, you have all this settled. The person will put his information, he will see the amount, he will just click get access, and he will make payment. That is step 2 of the 3-step funnel. Now, step 3 is thank you. This is the thank you page. What happened in the thank you page is that you have a thank you page that will tell them, oh, thank you very much for buying the course. Now click here to have access to the course. Boom. Your entire funnel is complete. You see, 3 steps. This is so crucial. This is so important. Let me put the numbers here. 1, 2, and 3. A 3-step funnel that can help you sell. Now, if we want to do something more advanced, we can have what we call an upsell. I explained this countless times. An upsell is an opportunity you give people who are buying, who have bought from you the first time, to upgrade or to buy something even more better than what they just bought from you, or something that will help them, that will give them additional benefit so that they can even get better result, right? After they buy something from you, you introduce an upsell, and that is how it works. With the 3 steps, we are good to go in setting up our funnel. Then we'll go to step number 2. Step number 2 on the funnel. This is a crucial part, because without email marketing on the internet, you'll be losing a lot of money on the table. You'll not be making money, because this is literally what makes people make so much money while they sleep. How do you do that? When somebody buy your course, right, the next thing you want to do, or even if they've not bought the course, when you are literally about to promote your course, you need to have an email list. Where do you get this email list from? This email list will come from the people you are giving something for free. Remember I told you about lead magnets, right? In this step, in the first part of it, we talked about giving them something for free. That giving them something for free, you are collecting their emails. As you are collecting their emails, you can now schedule a series of emails that will be going to their inbox automatically without you even worrying yourself. So let's say you give them their first gift, right? A checklist, something that will show them various steps on how they can start making money online. Now they see that, and now they understand the step. The next thing, you want to start sending an email announcing that, oh, this course is available and is live in the next 3 days. All the things you saw on the checklist will be explained and implemented in the video, plus we will give you a free template to use, right? You start announcing it in your email. Now, let me give you an example of how I do it. My first email will be something like this, right? I'll announce when the course is going live. Then the second email, I'm going to start highlighting success stories or case studies of people who have used the course. How do we get these success stories and case studies? Remember what I talked about? That person that we gave during the beta testing. Yes, the people that got access to it during the beta testing that gave us their testimonial, we will start sending this testimonial on our email for people to now start having access, for them to see that, oh, this is actually working. Then I will send another email. This is what we call urgency email. The email that will let them know that, oh, we only have 3 days left for you to enroll. After these 3 days, the amount that is supposed to be $127 will go now, we shoot up to $497. So all you need to do right now is you need to take step immediately within these 3 days. This thing will trigger a lot of people that are interested in your program already to make payment. And we call this the FOMO email, right? FOMO email. What is the meaning of FOMO? FOMO simply means fear of missing out. So they don't want to miss out from this particular deal here, right? Because they know they need your product, but they don't want to pay almost $500. So they rather just jump in even when they're not ready to get this good deal that will be good for them. So that is what we do in this entire step number 2, where we are literally launching strategy. This is what everybody that's selling products at a high level, making thousands of dollars every month doing. I'm telling you, no other way. This is the way. And you have to follow the steps. If you can't do it, get somebody else to do it for you. That's all. There is no cutting corners here. Nothing like, oh, you just do something and you just make money. No. Now let's look at part 3. And part 3 is one of the most important parts, because here we are scaling. What does that mean? Scaling simply means that we are even taking it to the next level. We are making big amount of money than what we started making in step number 2. Now, how do we do that? The first thing is we want to leverage on our testimonials. Now, the more you are selling, people are getting results. See, my brother, the more you keep using that as your review, see how you use it. You will go and add your testimonial to a review as a review on your landing page, right? Every feedback you get about your product, go and turn it into a review. Go and start posting it, even run advertisement with it. That is how you begin to scale, right? You need to do all this, put it on your sales page and put it even on your promotion platform where you are getting people to see your product. Go and do it times 2, times 3, times 4. Leverage on your testimonials. There is no better way to make money from people who are skeptical than using testimonials, right? When people see that other people are doing it and it's working, they want to work with you. Now, the second part is you want to post success stories on your social media. You can't sleep on this. You can't sleep on this. You need to post 24/7 on your social media to get people's attention, for them to know that what you are doing is working and people are literally getting results. Then we'll move to the next step. What is the next step? The next step here is where we begin to use the paid ads. Man, if you want to make big money, listen to me. If you want to make big money, like my mentor will say, Facebook will make you a millionaire. Go and use this Facebook or Google ads. You will be making money every single day. See, if you don't know how to run adverts, it's another thing. But if you understand how to run adverts, you will make a lot of money, or give somebody to run it for you. If you have a course that you have created once, what you want to do is to start running Facebook ads or Google ads so that you can reach a wider audience that will pay you a lot of money. So far you have testimonials already, you have a landing page, you don't have any reason why you are not running Facebook ads. There is no reason why you're not running ads on Facebook and on Google to make more money. So next thing, after the ads, we want to look at the next part of it. And the next part now will now be, we are going to start targeting specific demographic based on their interest in the course and the course topic. Because now we are selling the course already, but we discovered that some group of people, right? Some of our customers, that's why you need to create a customer avatar. I explained that in video number 1, right? In the first session of this whole course, I explained that you need to have a target audience, right? You create a customer avatar. It's so important. Without having a customer avatar that you understand their needs, their pain, and what gives them joy, you will not be able to sell and scale. So once we identify this person, his name is John, and we can see that John is looking for ways to make more money, and John has talent or skill and expertise and experience, but John is scared of turning it into a digital product. That is our avatar. We need to market to these particular people so that they can buy our product. Easy as ABC if you follow these steps. So now the next part that we're going to be looking at now is going to be affiliate marketing. Oh my God. Affiliate marketing is fantastic, right? People who are engaging in affiliate marketing, they make a lot of money. Now, and those who have courses already, you can partner with an affiliate marketer for them to recruit people for your own course. Now, when you recruit affiliates to promote your course, you give them some percentage, right? Give them something like 30%. You give them something like 30%, or if you are using a different method, you can even give them up to 70%. Yes, you are shouting, yes. Give them up to 70% for a low ticket product, right? A very low ticket product. Now, when you give them 70% on a low ticket product, you will now sell your high ticket course to these same people that bought low ticket. At that point, you are not paying the affiliate marketer anything again, because you've already paid him from the first time he introduced the customer. Now the customer is now your customer, and he will now be buying other things from you that you don't have to pay for. This is the cheapest way to get customers on your products. Now you can do this as an individual or as a company. It works like fire. Second part is offer them a commission for every sales they bring in. If you are working with affiliate marketers, you need to make sure that you have a plan of giving them commission. Every time they bring in sale, they are having commission. That is another way. Now, for your high ticket product, even though you give them 70% of maybe on the low ticket, on the high ticket product, you can give them still something like 10 to 30%, right? 10 to 30% on the high ticket. This will not kill you. It will only increase your business. That's how it works. When you give, you get. So, and that is how you work with affiliate marketers. If you do this stuff, I'm telling you, if you follow part 1 of this video, part 2 of this video, there is no way that you will not be making a lot of money with your digital products. Alright guys, so now that you understand the strategy that is required for you to launch and to start selling your product massively, the next part that you will need, because this thing can be overwhelming. When you start selling digital products, you begin to do a lot of stuff. You are sending emails, you are trying to create, you're trying to make the funnel better, you are trying to do this better, you are trying to do a lot of stuff at the same time, even though you are making a lot of money. So, but here's the solution. When you started making a lot of money, what you want to do is that you want to begin to automate most of the things that you are doing. Yes, you want to automate what you are doing. At this point, you want to automate whatever it is you are doing. If not, you are making the money, your stress will increase, because the more you scale, the more you have people to deal with. Then the business is growing, but your money is growing and your stress is also growing. That is why in the next session of this masterclass, I'm going to be showing you how you can scale your online course business with System.io for passive income. But the good news is that everything will be on autopilot. Boom. It will be scalable. It will be on autopilot. Your money will increase. Your business will increase, but your stress will not increase. How cool is that? We are talking about another aspect, which is the last aspect of this particular series that we have been doing. You can call it a masterclass, you can call it a training, but all I know is that at the end, you will have a complete knowledge on how to create your digital product, sell your digital products, every knowledge that is required. All you need to be doing is to start taking practical steps on how to do this. Now, let's talk about the last part. Here is, I want to show you how you can make money on autopilot without literally touching anything. Money will be flowing as long as you already have the most important thing, which is the course, right? We already have the course. Now the course is ready. All we need to do is to start selling. Now, since you've launched your course, everybody know that you've launched your course now, and it's time to start working smarter and not harder, because this is what people do all the time and they get it wrong. And they now come back and say, internet money does not work. Online is not working. I've tried everything is not working. No. You've not tried it the smart way. You might be trying it the hard way. But imagine a sales notification that just come into your phone right now, showing you while you are sipping a coffee or a tea, or you are just drinking water or having a nice time, realizing that you now have a student that is learning the course that you have created 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 6 months ago, and you are making money while you are not even there. That is the power of digital products and digital business. But more even important, that is the power of automation. Now, since this is the final part of this masterclass, right? We are going to be talking about the automation that will help you to make a lot of money so that you can scale your business without being there. The tool we are going to be using, of course, my favorite tool right now is System.io. So what do you need to know right now? What information do you need to know? What are the things that you need to put in place for you to start having money flow in while you are not even there? The first thing here is you need to understand the automation essentials. What are the things that you need to have if you want to create an automation? The first thing here is you need to automate your email marketing. I can't overemphasize this. Email marketing is the la creme de la creme of digital empire creation. If you want to create a digital empire, you want to make money on the internet, you cannot even play with email marketing. So let me walk you through. Step number 1, you need to use System.io to set up an email sequence to help you connect with your audience. Because now you are giving them something. Remember everything that we have talked about. You are giving them lead magnets. They are coming, they are watching your live, they are watching your videos. And as you are giving them lead magnet, you must set up your email on autopilot so that when they get the lead magnet that you are offering to them, they will be able to start receiving messages from you, right? And there are ways to structure these messages. So for instance, you can send them a welcome email, a reminder, upsells automatically. You can do all this stuff that will build trust while you are saving time and you are not there. Let me show you an example of what you can do if you are trying to set this thing up. One of my program here, a 5-day landing page and website building challenge. You can see I have inside of this page, you will see 6 emails. This is a campaign. By the way, if you want to create a campaign in System.io, all you need to do is to come here and create. And when you create, it will open an interface for you to start putting each and every one of the emails. Like you see here, inside of this, my campaign here, I have 6 individual emails. Now, inside of these emails here, I have them in series, and this email sends autopilot, automatic. I don't even need to do anything. Let me show you what's happened here. The first time somebody come into my email, he will receive a welcome email. Once you receive the welcome email, 1 hour later, he will receive another email. This another email here is a get started email, an email that will inform the person about what to do, all the information that he needs to know so that he can be part of the 5 days challenge. Because at this point, some people are already paying, some have not paid yet, so they are getting information. All these things happen on autopilot. The next day, right, they receive email about how they can create their high converting landing page. Now, by the way, you don't need to send your email every day. That's not how it works. This particular one is a 5-day series email, so they are supposed to receive it every single day. That is why they are receiving it like this. On a normal day, if you want to do an email campaign that you are nurturing, a nurture email campaign, you want to be sending it after every 3 days. But this is not a nurture. This is a reminder for people who have already paid and it's going on autopilot. I don't even need to remember it, right? So I just send an email. The next day, they will see proven success, right? Hear from people. And the next day again, they receive time is running out for those that have not paid. The next day, they receive another email campaign, your last chance to join. This is how you run this business online. If you don't have these things, I'm telling you, you will not make money on internet. You will not make money if you don't have email campaign set up and it's running on autopilot. And that is why we keep talking about this email marketing of a thing, right? You can see different campaigns. This is another one again with 4 email. This is another campaign for something else, weight loss product, for my ClickBank affiliate marketing with 13 campaigns. Without this stuff, I'm telling you, nothing for you. So you need to go set this stuff up. Now let's continue. Let me show you something else. So once you are able to do this, the goal here is to build trust. People will start to trust you. They will believe that you know what you are doing. And once they start to trust you, are building that trust, they will start to buy from you because they can see that, yes, you are somebody who is trustworthy. Now, once you do that, that is step number 1. You automate your email campaign. That is the first thing you automate. Number 2, you set up an evergreen sales funnel. Oh, I love this a lot. Sales funnel is everything, right? Sales funnel is everything. And I'm so excited whenever I talk about sales funnel because sales funnel, literally, the goal of sales funnel here is to help you sell products, right? Sell products 24 hours, even when you are not here. That is one of the things you do when you are creating a funnel. You sell your product 24/7 because it's evergreen and it's always it's like you having a salesperson that sells your product for you, even when you are sleeping. I see people selling digital products, but they don't even know anything about sales funnel. They said a website is not, a website kind of sales funnel, but you can't use a website, right? You need to have a dedicated landing page for that particular product. for that particular campaign, right? That will be selling that one product every single day. And that is how this thing works. So let me explain to you briefly on how you can set up a very powerful sales funnel. The first thing you want to do in your sales funnel is you need to have a lead magnet. Lead magnet is something you give for free. This is like what we call it ethical bribe. Or imagine you go to your Mesuya place. If you know me, I always use this because in fact, they know how to do it. This thing. Mesuya are those people that sell suya. They sell meat by the roadside. When you go there, they will cut a piece of this meat for you. And when they cut it for you, you eat, you chew, you love it. If you want to buy 1,000 Naira on before, you will now buy 5,000 because you are already in the mood, right? But what you don't know is that that is very, very psychological. They know what happened. When you test that thing, you want to buy more. That's the idea of lead magnet. So you have a lead magnet, they test what you do, they test your expertise. They believe that you know what you are doing. You are an expert in the field. And what next they want to do is that they will give you their email address for them to be getting more information. And that is where you start to nurture this email address, right? You start to nurture this email address. When you start nurturing this email address, you put a link in your email address telling them, oh, you know what I want you to do right now? Go to my sales page and you will see something mind-blowing that can literally change your life, and you can start taking action now. They go to your sales page. Below and behold, what they will see on your sales page is you talking about all their problems. You can see it's you talking about all their problems and telling them how it can be solved on the sales page, and they are seeing it. They are seeing every single thing and how you are going to solve their problem the way I did on my own sales page. When they go, they will say, you know what? This is absolutely crazy. I want to take advantage of this offer. Boom. They enter here. They give you their email again. They go to the place where they are going to make payment. They make payment. Voila. You have a new client. Why? Because you are utilizing the right process of automation that literally makes money, which is using sales page the right way. After sales page, you take them to thank you page where they can see that now they have paid, their journey can start now. They need that confirmation. Most people will make payment, they will not see sales page. I make payment. You need to have a thank you page, right? When they make payment and they don't see a thank you page, they will be confused. So you need to have a thank you so that they don't have to start calling you to be asking you what next. The thank you page is supposed to do that, to let them know that, okay, this is the next thing to do. Now, let me give you more illustration because this is so mind-blowing to me. The first day I understood this concept was crazy, right? And I call it the circle of profit. First thing you do here, you give somebody a lead magnet. And when you give person the lead magnet, the person gives you his own email address. They are just going to be responding to law of reciprocity, right? I give you something 1 time, 2 times. Before I know, when I ask you for something, you give me back. So I give you a free template that you can use right now. I ask you for your email. It's nothing. After all, it's just an email. You give me the email. Once you give me the email, the next thing I will send you to a landing page somewhere that you will see information that will be so valuable to you that you will feel stupid to say no. And when you look at it, you will see that the amount is very, very something you can get compared to the problem you are trying to solve. You will see the value in that and you will pay me this amount of money. And you say, count me in. You will go to my thank you page where I will tell you that thank you very much for signing up. Before you leave the thank you page, I will tell you, oh, there is something even more bigger. It is my coaching. I will carry you step at a time. I will introduce you to a concept called done for you. Right? And in this concept, I'm going to do this whole thing for you. I'll give you a template. I will help you come up with course idea. I will give you outline for you how to record the course. I will in fact, I will even do the slide for the course for you. It's called done for you. And at the end of the day, I will set up the campaign for you, create the marketing campaign for you. And you will say, wow, this is a no-brainer. And I will tell you, at the end of it, it will cost you $2,500, right? For you to do this. And meanwhile, the course that I just sold for you right now is $97, right? And you bought the course. But you figure out that that could be a shortcut, a way that you can literally automate the entire system for your own self. Because if you have this course right now, and I will put the landing page, everything in place for you, all you need to do is to start running advertisement and start selling. Your life will change. It is a no-brainer for you. Boom, you will buy. That is how I will make another sale here for me to provide a higher value for you, right? And the truth is, you are going to get results. That is the entire idea. You can't sell something to somebody that he will not get results. Don't do that. You have to make sure you know what you are doing and the person can get results. And this whole circle is called the circle of profit. That is what I termed it. And all these things happens on autopilot because even to do it, a Zoom webinar and you can sell that, and you don't even need to be doing it for every person. Everything is automated. This is how you automate and you make so much money on the internet. Now, the last thing is this. Once you have this thing going on, remember that students will not just be coming on their own, right? They will not be coming. You need to promote. So you need to be promoting, because students will not just come on autopilot, right? So, and your promotion, remember, when it comes to promotion, you have two options in your promotion. You either go with the paid or you go with organic. Organic, this is free way to do it using videos like I'm doing, and you can post on social media platform. If you have a large following, this will be fantastic for you. If you don't have, the best option would be to use paid traffic and do it well so that you can make a lot of money. And the truth is, if you can do both of them, you will get a better result. That is the name of the game. So now we have this whole step of having an evergreen sales funnel out of the way. The next thing now will be recurring income with memberships. Now, once you have people buying your course, right, you can create a membership. You can add them, join them, create a membership platform for them to have access, right, where they can be subscribing monthly. This is a no-brainer. It works like fire. You give them content, you give them templates on monthly basis. Some people, when they buy your course, they are not interested. Some people, when they buy your course, they might not be ready to start taking action. And after 2 months, 3 months, they forget about it. But if they are on your subscription package, because they are paying every month, they will be forced to take action. And that is why membership gets a lot of results, because people are forced to take action, right? So you offer them these membership programs for an exclusive access to extra coaching. Now, while they are doing it, you are coaching them on step by step, showing them what to do. If they don't have a one-time fee to join your exclusive coaching for one-on-one, they join your group membership coaching, where you can coach them in a model called one-to-many. These are all extra ways to make a lot of money on autopilot, because the membership, you are not just dealing with one person, you are dealing with all of them. So you are doing one-to-many and you are making a lot of money instead of doing one-to-one, right? It's a no-brainer. This is how you automate your income online. Now let's look at the part 2 of this whole automation. This part is called scaling your course business. Now, why are we scaling it again? Because we just scaled it, right? See, this thing never ends. You can keep doing this and keep making money. That is the good news about when it comes to digital products. So one thing is that once you have one course that is selling and is doing well, you can create another course that also solves other problems for your people. But how do you create this other course if you want to do it? One of the best ways to do that is to have a form that collects feedback from your students, right, that identify other problems that they are having, another demand, right? So you get those topics of other problems that they are facing. Because every time you solve one problem, right, you solve one problem somebody pay you for, that particular solution that you have solved introduces another problem that they can potentially pay you for. So every solution introduces a new problem. When you solve that, it introduces a new problem. So you can keep creating courses that solve different problems for your people so that they can be getting better results. That is what you do. So then next step is for you to expand your portfolio with complementary. You can choose to use a course. You can choose to have ebook. You can choose to have workshop, right? Live sessions where you do workshops and people are paying you for the workshop. This is how you scale. This is how you scale from one product to multiple products to workshop to even coaching to speaking on the stage to doing different stuff. This is how you scale. Number 2 way to scale is to continue to leverage on partnership and affiliate. Affiliate is very, very good. This is the fastest way to make money. All right. You can offer 30% for affiliate commissions to every sale that your people will make for you. And that will be a very good partnership, especially if you have access to influencers. They can reach wide audience and you will make a lot of money by giving them something 30% of what you have created. It's not that you are creating it again. So I wonder why people don't like to use this model a lot, because you are not creating the product. You have created it once and it's there. So give somebody 30% for the person to make 70% for you of what you have already created. It's a no-brainer. Like, I don't understand. It's too simple. So I explained this before, upsell in the circle of profit. After you selling, somebody has checked out already, but you can give him a one-on-one coaching option or a premium version of the same thing that they just bought, right? The most times people will want to go for higher things because they want better result, quicker result, faster way, and a more automated way of getting that same result. And the good news is System.io can integrate all these things for you. on the platform, you can always do all this integration seamlessly to start to deliver more values as an upsell of what you are already selling. Now let's move into the next one. The last part of this is, how do you now track for growth? You need to be tracking your performance so that you can keep growing. Because when it comes to digital products, you can have a situation whereby you have grown to the level that you don't know what to do next. So, and this is really where you can now start creating empire. Because if you understand how to track your performance for growth, this is where you create real wealth, right? I'm talking about generational wealth that your children can come and inherit. So let's talk about it. The first thing is you must monitor your metrics. In System.io, we have metrics that you can go and monitor, right? You can monitor the analytics of System.io. Let me even show you what I am talking about when it comes to monitoring your analytics. So when you go to your System.io dashboard and you click statistics, you will see your stacks, you see A/B testing, you will see leads. All these things are tools that you can use to measure their conversion rate. When somebody lands on your landing page, how often do they sign up? Do they sign in? Do they give you their emails, right? So you will see it here. You will see the total number of people, you will see the conversion rate, and if you are actually selling on that particular landing page, if it's a sales page, you will see how much you are generating. You need to be tracking all these things on autopilot. Now, this is just a basic way of doing it. You even have A/B testing, where you can test different landing page 1, landing page 2, to see which one is better, right? System.io just have the basic way. If you really want to do this well, if you are already selling digital products, you need to use a tracker. I will drop a link to one of our software, a tracking system that literally doubles your income. If you use that software and you are running ads already, or you are running huge traffic, you will double, because we have AI integrated in it that can literally tell you what to optimize, where to check your form, everything, and give you recommendation on even what to use that will convert. And you will see the analytics, you will see the conversion rate. It's mind-blowing. Go check it out. I will leave link below so that you can have access to it. You can go and check it out for a start. So we check our analytics, and another thing to check for is our email open rate, right? Now let me show you the email open rate. On your campaigns, you will see your information about how many people are opening your email. Let's just use this one. So let's just use this particular one. You see it here. You will see email open. You will see 100 people open the email. The email open rate is 34% of what is there, right? 34% of it. You will see total click, how many people are clicking. You need to be checking all these things, my brother. You have to be checking it so that you can be tracking what you are spending your money on and your energy. So once you track that, you now optimize it based on the results you are seeing. If you see you're having a low open rate, it means that your email headline is not good, it's not catchy enough. On your landing page, if you see you're having a very low conversion rate, it means your landing page copy is having problem, or even the website can be too slow. Anything can happen, but you need to be checking it and be identifying what are the problems. That is why you need a tracker that can help you do that effectively. Then collect feedback, right? Always collect feedback so that you can know what are these guys looking forward to see me produce next. People will always tell you what they want. The market will always tell you the next thing to create for them that will serve them in a higher level. So all you need to do is to refine your content based on that so that you can create more value to the people, and that will help you grow your own business. Feedback is the name of the game. Always collect feedback. It's so important. Always collect feedback. I don't know. You need to always collect feedback. Without it, you will not be able to grow your business. Then the next thing here we want to do here is we want to scale our ads with traffic. Invest in traffic. Invest in Facebook. Invest in Google ads. Invest in YouTube ads. If you are really doing business, go paid. Whether in Facebook or use an influencer or use local, but you need to put money to make more money on autopilot. That is if you want to do it on autopilot. Don't go and be investing your money in all these scams, all this crypto stuff. Invest your money in a real business like this. Your own business is a real business, so invest your money in it. Right? You want to go and give somebody else your money to trade for you, to do all this is for you, but you have a business. Come on, put money into it, right? Get somebody to do it for you if you can't do it. So always test, tweak, scale, empower, and boost your enrollment. The more people subscribe, the better for you. Guys, I'm telling you, this is how you make millions of dollars on the internet. So congratulations. If you are here, it means you've watched this entire series from beginning to the end. This entire video, you watch everything. And I'm telling you that this thing that I'm talking about is something everybody can do, including you. All you need to have is skills, expertise, something to sell that provide value. If you have value, you can get this thing. You can get it done. However, sometimes it might be overwhelming, yes, if you are doing it alone. But that is why I'm inviting you to join my core product creation secret, where I show you how to do this thing step by step. I will be with you, holding you by the hands from beginning to the end until you create your digital products. And if you believe this is something you are called out to do, you have skill, talent, expertise, and you know that the world needs it. People are suffering because of you refuse to put your own ideas out there. You refuse to create a product out there. Then if you know you feel that way, then I'm your guy. I'm that person that is sent to you to help you, to guide you, right? To show you what to do so that you can create and serve your value to the world. Watch the other videos that you have on your screen to keep learning, and let's grow together. Click the link below and join my wait list. Let us do this stuff together. Bye-bye. See you in the next one.